The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioner's Reports is a headline news podcast provided in part by the Communications and Media Relations Division. Commissioner's Reports is a summary of the agenda and outcomes of regular Calvert County Board of County Commissioners meetings, as well as related public information and events. Hello, and welcome to Commissioner's Reports. I'm your host, Kevin G. Schmidt. In this week's Calvert County Board of County Commissioners meeting, Proclamation, September 17, 2022, marks the 235th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention. With the John Hanson chapter of the National Society, Daughters of the American Revolution in attendance, the BOCC proclaimed the week of September 17th through the 23rd, 2022, be known as Constitution Week, and that by this action, we urge all citizens to study the U.S. Constitution and reflect on the privilege of being an American with all the rights and responsibilities which that privilege involves. Award. The Employee Recognition Committee of Calvert County Government is pleased to announce that Cynthia Holland, Finance and Budget Fixed Asset Specialist, was selected as the August 2022 Employee of the Month. Appointments. Thomas Reinecker was appointed to the Architectural Review Committee for the Prince Frederick Town Center. Melanie Woodson, Sharon Strand, Zach Sewell, and Anthony Navarro were appointed to the Other Post-Employment Benefits Trust Fund Board of Trustees. Claude Dickinson was appointed to the Economic Development Authority. Heather Kerr was appointed to the Calvert County Environmental Commission. Jennifer Duff was appointed to the Social Services Advisory Board. In a consent calendar, Department of Finance and Budget award recommendation top dressing sand and sand blend related to providing and delivering top dressing sand and sand blend materials on an on-call as needed basis for the Department of Parks and Recreation. Department of Parks and Recreation use agreement with the Calvert Aquatics Club related to swim lane rental and other facility use at the Edward T. Hall Aquatic Center for practice and swim meets. The immediate fiscal impact for the 2022-2023 season would be $55,504.20 that the CAC will pay to the county for lane and facility usage. Both agenda items were adopted as presented. New business. Department of Parks and Recreation, Local Parks and Playgrounds Infrastructure Funding Program. The Department of Parks and Recreation currently has prioritized grant funds from the state budget for the replacement of the tennis courts at Cove Point Park. The grant funds are meant for shovel-ready park infrastructure projects managed by the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, DNR. A funding allocation of $150,000 was also offered to the town of North Beach and the town of Chesapeake Beach, totaling $300,000. These allocations follow the federal guidelines for use of grant money, which state that, quote, no amount of these funds shall be used for projects that are inaccessible to the general public, require memberships, exclude the public because of higher user fees, or which include office, rental, or elaborate lodging facilities, end quote. Funding has not been allocated for replacement of the Cove Point Park tennis courts, though it is detailed in the approved updated Cove Point Park Master Plan. The town of Chesapeake Beach is requesting an allocation of $150,000 to fund park projects within their municipality. These projects meet all the requirements and restrictions of the funding source. There is no fiscal impact to submit the application and letter of intent. If awarded, a public hearing will be scheduled to amend the FY 2023 adopted budget to allocate $700,000 in grant funds to the CIP Project 4311 for Cove Point Park development. Staff recommended, and the BOCC approved a motion to sign the Local Parks and Playgrounds Infrastructure Letter of Intent and Grant Application for the Cove Point Park to the State of Maryland Department of Natural Resources, as well as authorize the Director of Parks and Recreation to sign the funding authorizations for the town of Chesapeake Beach for eligible park projects up to a total of $150,000. Presentation. Library Executive Director Carrie Wilson was on site to share that Calvert County is once again participating in the One Maryland, One Book program, with the goal of bringing people and communities across the state together while using the shared experience of reading the same book. The 2022 title is What's Mine and Yours by Naomi Coster. The book is a multi-generational saga that follows the lives of two families whose lives are intertwined over a period of decades. Work sessions. Department of Planning and Zoning text amendment case to the Calvert County zoning ordinance to allow for possible cemetery accessory uses. Planning and Zoning staff received a text amendment application from Chesapeake Memorial Gardens requesting that crematoriums and funeral homes be permitted as accessory uses to existing cemeteries. The applicant proposes to allow crematoriums and funeral homes be conditionally permitted within the Farm and Forest District, FFD, given they are accessory to existing cemeteries. After discussion, the BOCC directed staff to schedule a work session to discuss a possible special exception process with the Planning Commission and to begin the public adoption process. Department of Planning and Zoning. Text amendment case to the Calvert County zoning ordinance to allow Cigar Lounge in the Lusby Town Center. Planning and zoning staff received a text amendment application requesting that the use of a cigar lounge be added to the Lusby Town Center use chart as a separate use and be permitted within the town center. Tavern, nightclub, lounge, dance hall are currently permitted within the Village Commercial and Village Edge districts of the Lusby Town Center, but not where the applicant is proposing his cigar lounge, which would be in the Neighborhood Commercial District. After discussion, the BOCC directed staff to schedule a work session with the Planning Commission to begin the public adoption process. In other Calvert County local news, the Calvert County Department of Economic Development is seeking local small business owners who are veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces and would like to be featured in a Spotlight series during National Veterans Small Business Week from October 31st to November 4th, 2022. A business with fewer than 500 employees is considered a small business. Businesses must be in good standing with the county and the state in order to be featured. Interested business owners should contact Economic Development by emailing info@choosecalvert.com before Friday, October 7th, 2022. Economic Development in Calvert County has a new look. The Department of Economic Development is proud to announce the launch of 3 rebranded websites and 2 new URLs. Economic Development is now available at www.choosecalvert.com. Calvert County Tourism is now available at www.visitcalvert.com. And the rebranded Calvert County Agriculture is still available at www.calvertag.com. That concludes our broadcast. The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners Reports is a headline news podcast. Stay current with other news in Calvert County by following and liking the Calvert County Government's Facebook page at facebook.com/Calvert County MD, on Instagram at Calvert Broadcast, on YouTube, youtube.com/Calvert County Gov, and our official website, www.calvertcountymd.gov. Thank you.